Hello, my dear creators. Today I want to share with you the process of drawing Islamic painting step by step. I call this painting Ayatul Kursi mandala. It was created for the customer from Kazan, and for once there was only one request, Islamic mandala. And this request gave me the huge room for creativity. The customer was ready to different ideas and offers. I decided to use beautiful florid prayer in the middle of the painting. I studied a lot of prayers on Pinterest and the Ayatul Kursi had come to my attention. I asked my uncle what does Ayatul Kursi prayer means, and it occurred that this is the most popular and powerful ayah of Quran. You can read it in different situations, when you need help in hard decisions, when you feel good, when you feel bad, or if you need a talisman before the important mission. So I chose the prayer for the painting very quickly. Ayatul Kursi gives great energy impact, and moreover it looks magnetic. The next step is to create a sketch. I tried to find the right composition and fonts. I decided to use deep blue for the background and also to imitate the Eastern tile in the sides. Here is the finished sketch, and it was approved by the client without any corrections. Actually, 2021 was remarkable for me as the year when all the sketches were approved by clients in one take, and I feel very happy about it. It means that I move in the right direction and I succeed in understanding clients. The next step is to prepare the canvas. I used finished canvas which I had ordered on the internet. The dimensions are 100 by 60 centimeters. It was stretched a little bit during the shipping process and because of humidity changing, so I need to tighten it a little. I soaked it with a sponge and also I put wedges into the inner grooves of the frame. You can find these wedges in the kit with the canvas. So don't throw it away because the canvas can stretch if temperature or humidity changes. Very important thing is to tighten the canvas gradually. So the canvas is ready, and now we are starting to draw. I limited the borders of the background with the help of duct tape to keep the tile place white. I used 5 shades of blue applied painting with a sponge, so you can see smooth color transitions, color blurring. By the way, I use acrylic colors for the majority of my artworks. To transfer the prayer into canvas clearly, I printed this prayer and used a copy paper. I secured the paper with a pin in the middle of canvas. On this prayer there are a lot of small details and the drawing process needed high concentration. As usual, I listen to audiobooks while drawing. It helps me to stay focused and do the job, and also it dives me into the world of fantasy and inspiration. So the main features of the prayer are outlined, and now it is the time to the most important step, to draw all the tiny details. I used acrylic markers for this process. They can be refilled. These markers are my favorite art supply because they help me to create tiny elements. Actually, I could take this work simpler, but I chose more difficult alternative. I'll explain. I made the background using different shades of blue and applied the paint above it. I chose this option to keep the color shades on the prayer, the main element of the painting. I think it looks better with the shade transition than monochrome option. Other alternative to paint the whole mandala with white color and then to draw all the little elements above it, but this option meant monochrome prayer with no shades. Usually I'm drawing the artist while my daughter is sleeping, but these quiet periods become shorter and shorter. Sometimes my husband takes Pollyanna to go for a walk with him, so I have more time for my art. So I am very grateful to Dima for this extra moment of creative process. Now I want to show you some videos about the art process. A little can be said about it. You just dive into the creativity process. Listen to the audiobook and element by element, step by step, gradually create the mandala on canvas. While I've been drawing, I watched the weather changing. The mountains are always magical, when it's sunny or rainy or snowy. And also I dreamed about my own art studio with big windows. So the most difficult and long step is finished. Then I removed the duct tape and drew the Eastern ornaments. By the way, the search for this painting gave me a lot of interesting facts to know. For example, Ayah is the verse of the Quran. In the Quranic context, the word means evidence, sign, or miracle. After that, when the tile was finished, I looked at the whole painting and saw that the white mandala and the white tile background are fighting visually. But I wanted to make the prayer the main figure of the painting. So I've decided to darken the tile background a little and used a sponge for that. And the last step to add some white splashes as a symbol of stars in the dark sky. I add the certificate of authenticity with the name and key information to each painting. So the painting is finished. We take photos of each artwork. Now you can see how it looks like with the help of our child. That's all. I'll try to get back up to speed and post videos 2 times a month. Good luck!